Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. How are we doing? Let's talk about Palantir Technologies that has actually reported its earnings down about 7% on the day. We're seeing some correction, not just within this AI stock, but other stocks that are within the whole AI market. Now, talking about Palantir Technologies specifically, we're going to be taking a look at these earnings, what these metrics means, and what the indications could be for the future, not just for Palantir, PLTR, but some of the other AI stocks that we've been covering, such as C3.ai. Now, of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button for the algorithm, subscribe for daily videos, and make sure you watch the whole video to get all the details you need. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is for entertainment and research purposes only. Now, of course, if we bring it up on the screen, pop it up right here, everybody has been talking about Palantir Technologies, what the results have been, and what those earnings did report. Now, we see Palantir, as we speak, down about 7% on market open. Topped out, remember Palantir had a great run here, going from about that $16 support line, popping up to this $20 line. Falling here, you can see lots of sell-off down to about $16.77. Now, looking at some other stocks like C3.ai, we're also seeing kind of this catastrophic, this domino effect that's trickling into some of the other AI stocks. We're going to be talking about what this could indicate, especially with the AI boom that we've seen in the year of 2023. Now, with C3.ai down about 3% on the day, this does lead me back to the actual earnings that were reported yesterday, August 7th, from Palantir. Now, their stock price sitting right now at $16.75. If we zoom out a little bit, remember that is basically where their support level was at before they popped up here to the $20, before they had a lot of confidence and buying pressure coming in with lots of trading volume and some other news that did kind of show a lot of buying pressure and volume coming into that. With their earnings, they were expected at about 5 cents, and they had a difference here of about negative 0.79%, and they missed it by about negative 0.79%. So just a small miss, nothing too crazy. The revenue right here is expected at 533.87 million, and the report 533.32 million, just a difference of negative 0.10%. So they just barely miss these metrics, and we're seeing a little bit of a correction right now in the market and some things that Palantir is going to be doing up with the next quarter. Now, if we look at this, talking about Palantir, they are announcing a $1 billion stock buyback plan. Now, they talk about this because a long-term basis, Palantir is still looking somewhat strong. Remember, they do have a strong client base, and just these different plays in the markets and volatility that we're seeing right now with Palantir does not completely justify that, hey, this is a bad company and everybody needs to get out. We're going to see volatility, and we have really seen that, and possibly is this just the whole AI market that's starting to calm down a little bit. And we see that especially with the influx that we've seen within the AI industry. For example, C3.ai has climbed 254% just this year. So seeing a little bit of a cool down may not necessarily be a bad thing. It may help bring some stability to more of these speculative, smaller, non-blue chip top tier stocks, such as Microsoft, Amazon, Google, that have a lot more eggs in their basket than just having a focus on AI. So Palantir down 7% today, and basically just missing those earnings a little bit does not push a lot of red flags for me. And kind of cooling down, I think could somewhat be a good thing. And they have beat some of the actually expectations and revenue expectations with different types of data metrics. So there's kind of different expectations that these analysts are predicting, and especially with the target pricing that we are see. And with this trickling down, C3.ai right now is at $35, especially as they had a little bit of a correction and some bad news in the actual media that Baker Hughes, they sold more than 2.2 million shares in the second quarter. And talking about that with Palantir, we're seeing a little bit of a drop at the same time. So interesting to see here. I really know, what do you guys think? Do you think we're going to continue to see Palantir come down here, or do you think it's going to test this kind of $16 level of support? I think it'll be interesting to tell for the future what's going to be happening. We'll be keeping you guys really updated, keeping a close look on what's happening with some of these AI stocks. And if you want other stocks for me to cover on the channel, channel on Data Dispatch, make sure you leave that down in the comments and we'll be sure to check that out for you guys. Other than that, take care, peace out, and I hope you guys have a great day. And always remember to take risk management into account. And possibly when there are corrections like this, these could be possible buying opportunities for buying on a dip. If this is something that you've been keeping on your watch list, make sure you don't fall into that FOMO. Get something at a reasonably priced and don't let that little devil in your head say, oh my God, I got to get in now, because there's always time and it'll be interesting to see what happens to Palantir down the line. Peace out, take care, and catch you guys later.